one moment how is the audio, how is the video, to see if we have some issue. That's welcome. Okay, the audio looks good. So welcome to another live. Today I need to talk about few things. First one, I need to finish to assemble this one that I promised the last time. Is the marble, this one, no. Is the marble run that last week when I made the live, it was missing one part. So I was not able to finish to assemble. Now I print all the other parts. Let me fix the camera so you can see better. Okay. Now I fix all the other part so we can assemble together on live. Wait, let me fix the view. Okay, like this should be better. No, more or less. So we can assemble together. I already made once, so I just disassemble and I will make live together with you again. A second, I want to talk about what I'm making. That is this one. I have so many issues with this mask. I don't know why. Probably it's the filament. Is some transparent, not transparent, some glow in the dark filament. It gives me so many issues. I print how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every time, for some reason, this fall down. I don't know why. It's not losing the grip. It's not super failure. Just wake up and find the mask fall down. I tried many times to print just the missing part, but it was so difficult to catch the correct position. So in the end, I reprint totally and fall down one more time. And after a few tests, I found more or less the good position for the last part. And I was going to glue it together here. But after, I decided to make in the live because this one is the glow in the dark filament. So I cannot use the normal product for gluing the part. Because if I glue sanding, painting, use the stucco, use the filler, you will see the line and it will not glow in the dark. So I want to try something different. I want to use the 3D pen with the same filament to try to making the missing part inside here and use some soldering gun and soldering iron for glue it better together. It's a test. I don't know if it will work, if it's good or not. Probably in the daytime you can still see some defect here, but when it's glowing, that is what I'm looking for, should be good. So, also, I forgot to put, no I forgot, I want to talk something about the Phenopolia, the new printer that I announced last time, that there was some issue on the event, that they bring this new printer, very big Corexi, with the magnets on the X and Y rail trace for moving, so it's not using the carbon fiber rod. It looks so innovative, so good, but the fun fact was that during the exhibition, this printer was just printing in the air without making any filament, without show anything, so it looks very, very strange. They also make one interview with some YouTubers and they says that this printer during transportation got some damage, so it was not able to print, but they will show something in the future. But the curious part is that they are testing this print for a long time. It's so weird that they go in the convention, the print is broken, and they don't have any video to show their printer working with a filament or that it prints something. They just show this printer moving the head on a table that is wobbling like a earthquake without print really anything. It's so weird. So I want to collect more info, but except for this one, I didn't find anything, so it was not worth to talk about too much. So just for this one, if you check on YouTube, you can find Theophobia, I don't remember now the name. Anyway, is the magnet, no magnet. Let me check 1 second. How was the name of that printer? Something with M, Magnificence, no? And now I cannot open YouTube. But later I will write here in the comment if you want to check. And this looks nice, but also very, very weird that they show the new printer without print anything. Okay, so without wasting too much time, so now let's assemble this one and try. I will watch the tutorial on my screen and make it here. One part here is the first one. I need to orient it better, this one, because otherwise you cannot see anything. Okay, this one is the first part. Okay, here I already assembled because it's very difficult to remove the chain here, the trace here. If you remove this one, I was afraid to break the connection here, they're very thin, so I decided to left here. Anyway, it's just connected this 4th screw here and this one here and assemble the trace. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick. So this part, it was like this one, and after you have one block here for connected to parts. It was a little bit difficult to block this part, and I'm afraid that if I remove it, I can break one teeth, and after it's not working, and my son will be very, very upset. So I left like this one. Anyway, now let's assemble the other part. So I need this one. And I need this one. No, this one, this one. All these parts that are printed with the PTG or PLA of eSUN or different color, except the orange that is the Filament, I told you last time. And all this connection is made with this screw. My son already played a lot with this one and he loves so much. I also used the mouse last time, and also the mouse is surprisingly very, very good. I didn't expect that it was so good, the mouse. After I need this part, I need this part and this part. This part goes here. Here you can change the color, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. This one, it was here, yes. Something I remember, I don't even need to watch the video. Not everything. So are you ready for Halloween? Unfortunately here in China is not very popular, so I will not do anything. I'll just print some cool mask maybe and let my son play, because he loves the scary mask he took from the father. He's not afraid, so I will make some mask for him and just walk around here. Okay, and this part is well connected. Okay, you don't need to tighten too much, otherwise you can break it. Now that is finished, this one is like this. I need, which part do I need? This one that I already connected here, okay. This one was connected later, I connected now, okay. Now the slide here. Okay. This one is going here. This one, no, gray. Okay. Audio still good. Let me check. The audio looks good. This one is the slide that the first time gave me a lot of problem, and also because I always forget how to put it. This one is here, this one is here. Here. And we use the red one, the only red pin that I have. And for the key, the orange that is here. Okay. This mystery box is very cool. Somebody complained that it's too expensive for what they give, but it's the idea is that instead of print some normal, you know, when you buy a printer, you print the Banshee, you print a rabbit. They give you something extra that you can print. The only thing that maybe this kind of project, especially this one, you need a lot of PLA or better PTG, so maybe it's not very suitable for a beginner, maybe a little bit more advanced. But the mouse pad and the light, I think, is a very, very cool idea and project to insert inside the printer to give the people to print. It's very cool and it's different from the usual Banshee. This one here. Now he's missing this one that he goes like this one. No, I forgot this one. Because first I need to put this one, I think, here. Yes, yes, yes. So we'll put this one here. After I move the camera so that you see better everything. This one go here. This one is like this. Wait, because I have three pins because one is for the lock. I thought I forgot to put one block. And now here we need to put the the only part that they give you inside the mystery box together with the marble is the engine that he need to put here inside, like this one. And this one is something for block. So the block here. And is finished. Let me see. Okay, like this one you can see better. Let me raise up the phone. You don't want to see me, you want to see the marble. Okay. Oh, yes, like this one you can see better. So now I need to plug USB. I have one extension here somewhere. And yes. So now it's time to put the marble. I put inside this Halloween box that I printed. This one is the start line. Sometimes they block here. I hope it will not happen now. So open. And is working. All the marbles go down. One is fall down also. And it's working. So let me take the phone to move around to show to you without making any damage. Oh, here we go. See? The only thing that they should update, in my opinion, is that this cable here, if they put also with one little switch here, it's more easy instead of every time you need to unplug or reach downstairs the switch and make on off. It will be better, but it's okay, it's just one small addition. Okay, so finally we finish this one. Last time I was so sad that I was not able to finish, Now that I collect all the 10 marble, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why 9? I miss one. I miss one marble. Maybe my son already lost it. Which one is lost? One light blue. I need to find. It's not stuck here anywhere. No. Okay. So this one we can turn off. So this one is our mystery box marble run from the bamboo mystery box. Okay, so now that we made that one, let's talk about the mask. Let me show you the mask, where it comes from. It's from, of course, always from the Patreon of Yosh. In the last period I was only printing something from Yosh Studios. Even if now I'm printing one cool armored core with the resin, but I want to paint first. So it will be very, very long one to make it. And let me show it to you. If internet cooperates, it's very slow as always. Yosh Studios, here we are. Need to check that there is no link visible before open the page, otherwise you can take the file and Yosh will kill me. Pumpkin head, Jason mask, sentinel, ghost face, here. Okay, I don't see any link. Very good. So here we are. This one is the ghost face, is the classic one from Scream. It's a very simple file. Honestly, I don't know why I got all this issue to print this one. I think is because of this filament. That first one, for print the glow in the dark or some filament has some glitter like this one, you cannot use the 0.4 standard bronze nozzle. It suggests to use the 0.6 and the standstill, the good nozzle. But of course I don't have, so I print with the normal nozzle. The first time I had also one clog after I print this one. This one, honestly, I didn't get any clog, but it always failed. The first time it failed here, I reprint again, and it never match. I print again, change the support, put a bigger raft, still fall down on the top. I don't know why. This one is the project that I made. Let me show to you. Here. So I print with the 0.4 nozzle. Is recommended the 0.6 and also the standstill, not the normal nozzle. But I told you I only have this one, so I use this one. I decided to print up and down because if you print in the other side, you will have a lot of support here and is not nice. I printed 0.16 because this one I don't think I could sand, because if I'm sanding, I'm afraid I will ruin it a little bit. Let me show also my ugly face a little bit. This one. Okay. If I print 0.2, I was afraid at the beginning that the pattern here, the texture, it can be ruined. But before I tried, I just sanding a little bit on the spare part here, and I see that it's not visible any artifacts, any problem, and also it's still glow in the dark, so it's okay like this one. I can sanding, so next time I can print 0.2. 3 walls with the gyroid infill, even if this one, the gyroid, it has very less because it's very thin. It doesn't have a big gyroid. Speed, 120 for external as usual and 300 for internal, very fast. Support, here I put the normal. The first one I put the manual, the tree manual, because, and the raft, because you know the tree support are much better, because first one, they don't touch the print when they make the support, and most of the time you waste less material for making the support tree. But sometimes when they grow something taller, they can fail. I thought it was this one the reason why the first time it failing, but the second time this one I printed with a normal support and still failed. Instead of failing here, it failed much more high, but still failing. See here. This is with the normal, with the tree support, and this one is with the normal support. So I had to cut this one. The problem is to find the correct position to cutting, because you don't have any evident part to see, you know, some texture or some easy point to say, okay, I need to cut here at the beginning of the nose. It's just a flat part that is growing up, so it's not simple to find the correct place. That's why I print 3 times before find the correct. This one was too big, I make smaller, still too big. The last one is almost good, still a little bit, but is not a big issue like this one, so I decided to keep it like this one. And I was able to do this one because, as I always suggest, and please I remember to everyone to do it, when you print something, even if you're thinking something simple, something without any problem, when you start to print, save your project. Save project as. So if you fail this one and this mask you moved because it was like this one when you took, maybe when you open the pad, it was like this one, and you fall down and you want to cut, you need to orient it in the same position, and after you move it's impossible to remember which angle are you using. And if you don't put in the same angle, you cannot have the cut straight and print. You need to reprint everything from the beginning. That's why every time I print something, I always save as project. As you can see here, after I save as project, I open again, the mask was in the same position, I was able to make a cut using these options. You can decide to keep the lower part or only the upper part of both. You make a cut and the file is split. Usually when you split a file, you can have some manifold issue here. You just repair, it's very fast, and it fixes all the small issues that you can make it because you cut your mask. So I reprinted this one for the 3rd time. This one is the result. I just put some little bit of glue, not for glue it too much because it's not strong enough, but just to help me to keep a little bit in position, because now I will show you few different ways to connect this part. Normally when I connect this part, let me show you. If you don't want to use the glue, I use sometimes this one. This one is a gun, plastic welding gun, that use some needles, like not like this one. I took the wrong needles. I will show you later. It's not this one that I need for this project. You put inside here. The hole. You hold the button here, this will become immediately hot. You put inside and melt in the plastic and keep it in position. But it's not this one the point that I need to use. And of course now I will never find it in this mess. I'm working to put everything in order. So every time you need to put something in order, first you need to make a mess. So now I am in the mess. I'm working to put everything in order, but still I need time to put in order. And it's okay. This one I was just showing to you because it's not what I'm using now. Because the big problem of when you're using this one is that the pins, that at least I show you the old one. Here. After you put some pins, maybe I have one here. Yes, I have one here. This one. Yep. When you put this one, this metal part remaining outside, and after you need to cut and sand, because otherwise they can scratch your face. So how to use it? This one. Let me see if I can show you with the phone. You put the position, in position the two parts, align as much as you can. This one should be something that should help you. Hold this one, it become, you cannot see anything. Let me try to show to you. Oh, maybe like this one you can see. This one I push to put in line. Hold this one. If I turn on the power, maybe it become hot. So put in position. Hold this one, it become immediately hot. Insert inside. Don't go to inside or you finish to the other one, to the other side. Yes, like I'm almost doing. You see, the problem of this one, of this kind of stuff, is transparent. So you will see. That's why I don't like it. This one I just made for show to you. This one now is a little bit even hot, it's a little bit molding, so you can put back. And this one is very good connection. Now you need to remove this one. This one you use this kind of tool is not even good. Let me see. Normally I use another kind of tools that, as I said before, I cannot find anymore after I put in order. Let me check. That is why I don't like too much using this kind of gun, because after you need to remove that part and it's very annoying. It's very tough and always remaining a little bit outside and can hurt your face. So now I will left like this one until I don't find a strong clipper, because this one is not strong enough for remove. Yes. It's totally useless, this clip. It doesn't do anything, it just breaks the clips. For the moment I just lower like this one, so I will not hurt myself, and later I will cut. But this one, the good is that it's immediately hot and immediately block the parts together very well. I use normally this one for the armor or for the big helmet that doesn't touch directly me, or I put some foam inside, so even if it's remaining a little bit, I don't care, because with this one it's super tough, it connects very well. And even if it's, you can see a little bit the inside, the normal PLA after you painting, so you don't care. The other way that I'm using is with the soldering gun. You directly melt the connection. You make some X like this one and melt the part, the plastic. Also here you need to pay attention to don't go to inside or you finish to the other one, to the other side. And also don't do it like me now. When you make something like this, you have to use the mask, because this one is melting the PLA, so you see the fume. The fume is not good to breathe. So it's important that you wear a mask. So do what I say, don't do what I do, because it's not healthy to do like this one. But today I want to, let me remove this one before I burn the table. I want to try something different. For glue it here in the front, normally I use some, oh, the glue is go a little bit outside, it's okay. Stucco, putty filler, the normal product that you're always using for cover this one, and after sanding, and it's not a problem because you sand, you paint, so it's okay like this one. But because this one I cannot paint, I find I can sand but I cannot paint, I cannot use the stucco, otherwise you will see the different color of the stucco. So what I want to try is to use this one, a 3D pen. I put inside the same filament that I used for print all this one. Here now I can select the temperature. I will put a 210. That is the same temperature that I use for printing this one. Go on the 70. Okay, very hot. 210. So now the pen is heating, and I will put in the line here. And even if I go a little bit outside, after I will try to sand and see if I can recover. First one, let me give a little bit of sanding for remove this yellow of the glue that we did at the beginning. I didn't expect it becomes so yellow. This glue is a new one. It's A plus B glue. Very good, very strong, but then it's yellow. Usual after normal situation, you sanding, you paint, so you don't care. You see here? Don't do this one on the transparent PLA. This one is just a test, so I don't care if it doesn't come good. But for the normal PLA, this one is a very strong bonding. I remove a little bit the yellow one, but just melting this part here, and this one is already very solid. Now we try to cover this gap here with a pen. Okay, here reach the temperature. The first one, let's finish a little bit inside here. Also to use as a glue, you can see. Okay. We just put the filament. Same color, same filament. Should work good. I already saw many people use this kind of way to connect some part. Honestly, I never tried it. So it's the first time for me also. I really don't know how it will be. But I think for connecting some kind of PLA like this one, that you cannot make post-process on it, maybe it can be a good solution. Let me make it slower. This is the speed. I don't want to go outside too much PLA, otherwise I cannot apply correctly. Let me see if I can make better view. Okay. Technically, even if I put a little bit more outside, it is not a problem because I can always send in the. So I want to try to cover the gap. The good of this hobby that you never stop to try something new. So if you can see here, the gap is closed well. You can still see a little bit of the yellow. This is for the glue, damn it, glue. But except for this one, the other part is, the color is matching perfectly. After sanding, it should become good. So maybe I should not use that glue at all, but just use this one. Let me see if I can cover a little bit the yellow. Okay. And here the metal part. Cover like this way. That's evident. The 3D pen for making something like this can be a good tool sometimes. There are people that they can sculpting and make some amazing stuff with this one. I'm very happy for them, but I'm never do something like that. Okay, so let's cool down. It doesn't have a fan, so it's very long. Okay, it already started to cool down, and now it's time to sand. Okay, 130 is the minimum. Okay, I start with a 250 40 grams. It's a long time that I don't use the sander because the last product I never sanded because they're already very smooth, or start with a 340 or even 500. Right here we have the problem of the metal, so I cannot do too much. Let me use the sander. Maybe it's a little bit noise, but easier. This is a 400 paper. The one I have 180 is okay. Even if it's missing one part, doesn't matter. I make much faster. And here there is the metal part. So let's focus on the other part. Too big, it doesn't enter. I need a smaller one. It's too big, it doesn't enter. Let me see if I can, using this hook, for remove the extra PLA. This one inside here, it will be painted black probably in the real mask, so I don't worry too much here. It's a strange shape, this mask. I cannot reach anywhere. Yeah, I cannot reach. Let me see with the cutter. Sometimes for making cool design, they have so strange shapes. You need to say that this part should not be made to cut and print in two parts. It should be only one part. But I had this issue with the PLA. I remove a little bit too much. This one is very good, this hook, when you need to remove something left over the supporter like this one. You can just scratch and cleans very easy. See, it's very good for this kind of part. Even here I don't have space for reach. Anyway, if it was not for the yellow, okay. Yellow of the paint, of the glue, probably you will not see anything, because I need to admit that this pretty pen for something like this is very good solution. If you need to glue some parts, after you need to sand, of course you don't care too much of the color, you can use the 3D pen for cover the gap with the same filament, and it's working pretty good. Remember to don't use PTG or PLA because they don't stick together. Here still have some issue, but is for making something is faster like this one. In 10 minutes we connect the part and we glue it and we hide almost all the seam with just one sanding. It's very good. And this part here, if I was able to reach better, I can even sanding more. The problem here, I cannot reach. against the metal. Yes, definitely this one. If I didn't use the yellow, it's very smooth here. If I didn't use the yellow glue, it will be perfect. It will be really good. One big hole like this one all around here, sealed perfectly. This one, remember, is the metal part that I use for testing for you, for show to you. Oh, well, one pin is broken finally. Maybe we can break also the other one. Yes, break also the other one. Still is a little bit outside here, so pay attention. That's why I said this one is not good if you don't wear something over, because it can hurt your face and you didn't notice. And of course, this one cannot do anything. Let me see if I can squish more inside. Right. This one is still outside. This one will be, let me put some tape, just for remember that it's there, because I don't want to hurt my face. Anyway, it's inside, nobody can see. So here, this issue is because I use the welding and it's transparent, you can see. So this part here, it comes very good. Also here, this one it comes perfect. The yellow one is just for the glue, that if I'm not using, it was much better. Now, it's the time to test the light. So, let me put like this one. For charging with the light, I'm using, this one is charged with the sunlight or also with the UV light 405 power. I will just make half so you can see the difference, and after I turn off the light and see if it's working. The problem to using this torchlight is that you need a long time for charge, and you will finish the effect very fast. I make one keychain with this one, and in the time when I go outside under the sun, it absorbs all the sunlight. When it's evening, you remain blinking and this cool effect for almost 20 minutes, 1 hour. Important is that it's still glowing, and I want to see if it glow, if you still see here the seams, the connection. If you don't see the connection, I'm very happy. If you still see the connection, with this kind of PLA, there is not too much that you can do without post-process. It's already very good result, I think, like this one. More than this one, I don't know if I can do it. Okay, I hope it's enough for a fast test. Let me turn off the light. Let's see if it's blinking. Ready, go! Yes. Here it's blinking a little bit less. Because it's changing the color, probably. Or maybe because I'm sanding. Let me see, because here also, here I didn't sand. Okay, this one is, it has different color because it's a rainbow glow in the dark, so it's green, white, blue, white, so it's not for the sanding, it's just the effect of the rainbow. If it was all green, it was much better, but you can see a lot the scar. I hope you can hide better, but with this kind of filament you cannot do too much more than this one. Look how it's changed the color. This filament is good, the effect I like. The problem is, yeah, this one you need to print in only one part. You cannot print in multiple color, more part and connect, because you will see the defect. This glue is connecting well, It's very smooth. If this one I can just pass one primer, you will not see anything. But on this kind of situation, I cannot pass any primer, anything, so it will be like this one. It's strange color change. I thought it was just only one color. Probably the Ghost, the keychain is only one color because it's very small. It's like this one. This one is like the multicolor filament. When he changed layer, after a while, he changed also the color. And here you can see the difference because it's belonging to another part of filament. See also this one. Look, this one is totally green. Oh, why is it not all like this one? It was better. This one. Also, this one is green. This one of green and pink and white. Wow, if it was all like this one, look, it was perfect. Yeah, like this, all like this one will be so good. Change the color. Yes, this kind of combination of color that come out, not a big fan. This part on the eye is cool. So yeah, I thought it was better effect. Let me turn on the light. And light is here. Anyway, this test, it was a test for me to see if it's possible to glue together some part with this kind of filament glow in the dark without see the lines and hide the seams, and it looks like it's not very possible because it always is transparent. You will always see the lines, unfortunately. This one is really smooth. This one just pass one primer filler, sanding a little bit, and it will be good. But with this one, you cannot. So the first test is for this one, and yes, it's not good. Second test, it was to use a 3D pen for close the gap on two parts, and this one, it works very, very good, much better than I expected. So this one is for sure a good test. Oh, I need to remove the PLA, I forgot. Let me hit one moment. So this one for sure is a success. I like this tool, and probably for other situation I will use also, because when I left some holes in the helmet, after you connect, use the same filament and sanding is much better than use other product. Of course you can use for fill the gap of the layer lines, but when you connect two parts, it can be a very good solution. And the last but not the least, it's for sure to use two ways for connect the part. This one is the strongest and is the fastest, but you cannot use every time. As you see, when you put, you need to put it some place that you can easily reach to some big cutter to cut the metal part, and after you need to be able to sand to remove the edges. And it's not suitable for some part that's too much bending or curving, because you cannot go too much inside. If it's something flat, sword, part of the helmet here, maybe it's very good. I use this one a lot. You just connect the pins here, on, put it inside, and it warm and it make immediately a good connection. The other one is the soldering gun, that what I'm using 99% of the time. Just put the part together, put with some tape the other side for keeping in position, and I use the flat cover here, point here, for melt, make like A1X, some cut, and after melting the plastic. Always pay attention, practice with some leftover at the beginning, for don't go too much inside, to don't melt, to don't go too deep, otherwise you will melt to the other side, and after is a problem. But this one, after you glue it with this one, it becomes super strong connection, and it's much better than the glue. And the last one, finally, I show to you the, how to say, okay, you unplug the marble run that I finally finished. Now I'm checking target. Okay. Okay, I put the target, but I didn't give the okay, so it was not hitting because I want to remove the filament because I don't like to keep the filament inside. This one, if it's stuck, this is very cheap. It can easily break the connection on the top, so it's better always after you finish, remove the PLA. So today I showed this one to you, some different product, how to connect, how to do the part. We try to close the gap here, and we close very well, but still on this kind of PLA, the luminous rainbow PLA, definitely you cannot connect the parts. You must print in one piece, otherwise you will always see the artifact, the lines here. And this one is not the yellow one, it's just the different plastic. Even if you melt and sanding, you can still see. Maybe without the yellow one you will see less, but when you glow in the dark, you see a lot that inside here is something different. So definitely not connect two parts made with this kind of material. So this is the ghost face from Halloween. I will reprint one probably for my son. It was for me. I reprint one, but I will change the filament, no more this one. Make the classic white one because I don't like that. If it was totally green or totally yellow when you glow in the dark, it's okay. Multicolor, glow in the dark, not so good. Something so big, they change so many times, I don't like the effect, honestly. I preferred if it was only single color, but I was curious, I tried, but for this kind of stuff, it's not good for me. Maybe for other kind of situation, it can be a good solution. Here is eating, okay, so now I can. Okay. Is slowly pulling out the filament. Yes, that will remove, and I will say goodbye to all of you. Okay, finish. Let's turn off. Also, this one doesn't have a button on off. So I don't even know what is the brand. This is something very cheap, like 10 euro, more or less. 10 euro heat gun. Yes, okay, start to cool down. So, guys, thank you. I hope you like this kind of test tutorial. Maybe next week I will make some other test. I don't know. I will see what I will print in next time and check together with you. So, if you like, please remember to write here in the comment, thumbs up.